Hey, what's going on, YouTube world? It is the Pickin Preacher here, otherwise known as Luke, or just call me the Pickin Preacher. You can call me anything, I don't really care. But this week for a video, since I haven't been out picking a whole lot this week, we've had a lot going on. We've got revival coming up in our church this week. I figured that I would give you the Pickin Preacher shop tour. And behind the camera today is the Pickin PK, not the Pickin PK, the Pickin Preacher's wife. That can get a little confusing. The Pickin PW is behind the camera today, so thanks to the Pickin PW for working that. But I figured I'd just kind of show y'all around the shop just a little bit and show you what I got. So we'll start right over here in this area. This is just where I keep a bunch of yard tools. Not really interesting anything over here. But here's some of the axes. I think you've already seen these in one of the videos that I've done. Some of the axes that I've been working on. This one's actually, I figured out, was a Collins, which is a really good brand of axe. I didn't even know that until I posted it to a Facebook page. Here's that sledgehammer I was working on. Pretty excited to actually get these. They look really good after cleaning them up. And then just have other generic yard tools and stuff over here. And then if we move on over here this way, this is my Cobalt 10-inch compound miter saw. I actually picked it up at a yard sale, believe it or not. Well, of course you believe it. This is the Pickin Preacher. And I only paid for about $20 for it. I think these brand new at Lowe's right now are about $200, so I'm not complaining. The only thing it was missing was the blade guard and the bag. But hey, blade guards are for sissies, right? Just kidding. Use a blade guard if you have one. And then over here beside it, sorry, it's a little cramped over here. I've got some junk I'm trying to get rid of. I've got my Ryobi, I think it's a 9-inch tabletop band saw. It's not a very good band saw. It wobbles around a whole lot. In fact, I think I might can turn it on. Yeah, you can see that it kind of moves around a whole lot. But again, picked that up at a yard sale. I only paid, I think, like 10 bucks for it. Did a little bit of things to it, but it does just fine for what I have to do it for. And then here is my granddaddy's 4-inch belt, 6-inch disc sander or belt sander. It's missing a few pieces. I finally realized that last night. Didn't know that. But it's really good. I've been working with it a lot lately. And then over here is the most prized area of my workshop. This is the workbench. And I love this workbench. So I've got my Win 5-speed tabletop bench press over here. Drill press, not a bench press. And it's actually only about 80 bucks on Amazon. Got that myself for a Christmas present. Has excellent reviews. By the way, I've had no issues with that whatsoever. So if you're looking for a light duty drill press, there you go. Can't beat that. Here's another Facebook Marketplace find. This is my tabletop bench grinder. Works pretty good. It needs a new starting capacitor, but you just spin a little bit and it goes just fine. This is probably the most used tool in my entire workshop. I've got the grinding wheel on one side to sharpen axes and whatnot, and then I've got the wire wheel on the other side. I use this a lot to get rust off of stuff and just to get things really good finished. In fact, that's what I use to finish these axes. This is the other axe that I got in that lot the other day. It's going to my brother-in-law over in Hayhira, and that's what I use to clean that up. And then here is probably one of my favorite parts of this entire workshop. It's this workbench. Now, there's nothing really special about this workbench. It's just a bunch of 1x4s or 1x3s. Just kind of stacked up. The previous owners of this house just kind of threw this together, but they did a pretty good job. And now what I love about it is if you can see kind of the patina that's on this workbench. This is just me being in here for like the past 2 years with grease and oil and WD-40 and linseed oil, and it's just kind of soaked it up, and I love the way that that looks. It just looks like it's been loved and worked on a whole lot. And then behind here, you know, I've got some of my other tools. Got all these wooden screwdrivers. This is the one I picked up in the very first Pickin Preacher video. And so now I've got a decent collection going on. Found this one the other day. Didn't have my camera on me, but that one's actually a really nice one. And then just got some other tools around here. And then for lighting, this is one of my favorite parts in here. I actually found this light in my granddaddy's barn. I think it's a 1920s factory light, barn light. And I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but inside here, above the light bulb, that fixture inside is actually original. So all that porcelain is original to this light. I didn't do anything to it besides clean it up and then put a new cord in it. And then I've got some other old tools just kind of hanging up. And then I've got some of my other granddaddy's tools over here and up on the top. And the last thing that I was going to show you here is my light duty table saw. This is another yard sale find. Go figure. I picked this up in the same lot as the bandsaw. I picked up this and that, and I think a few other things. Honestly, I might have picked up some Pyrex mugs. I can't remember. I might have gotten some Jadeite mugs from them. I did. I think it was Jadeite mugs I picked up from them. But I finally went to another yard sale the other day. Forgot my... sorry, the kids are running around the yard and we're trying to make sure they're not getting into stuff. But I forgot my camera, which has kind of been common. I'm working on getting a GoPro. But I picked up this table to go with it. It was a little too big for the table saw. So I ended up just putting a piece of plywood on it, mounting it to that, and it works great. And then just a few other things you might notice around the shop. Signs. I love signs. Now just fair warning, I did get all of these signs legally. At least I did not take them illegally, so I can't tell you if somebody else did or not. But I did not steal any of these signs. They were all legally obtained. So just a side note about that. A lot of people know that I love signs, and I love to get signs and hang them up. I've got a whole bunch hanging back in the corner. And then one more thing that I want to show you. Let me get this out of the way so the Pickin PW can get back here. I don't know if you can see this back here or not, but I actually picked this up several months ago at a yard sale. I've only paid 75 bucks for it. This is a vintage Tom's vending machine. It still works. It's a little, got some surface rust on it because it had been outside of the previous owner's house. I got the coin mechanism to work. There's a spring that is missing, so right now it just vends by itself. I've actually had crackers in it before. But hey, if you know of anybody that is interested in a Tom's vending machine, there is one right here. It's a beautiful vending machine. So anyway, I know that this week has been a short video. My wife's trying to get around the table saw. I know this week has been a short video. I hope that you have enjoyed it. This is my place of solitude. This is my sanctuary, if you will. This is where I come sometimes to be alone with God. Got a radio out here. I can just pray and work on stuff, try to fix stuff, even though most of the time I'm not very good at it. Why are you wet? Anyway, when you have children, that's one of the questions you commonly ask is, why are you wet? But I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I know that it's been a really short video. Sorry, no Pickin video this week. Next week after Revival, we're going to be on vacation, so I plan to upload some videos of our vacation, so be on the lookout about that. And as always, if you have liked this video, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment down in the comment section just so I know that you're there. I've only got 18 subscribers. I can't believe 18 of you actually care about what I'm doing. That is like, I just am shocked. Like, a lot of people have goals to set for 1,000 or more subscribers. Mine was like 20, and I have 18. I'm like, I've made it. I'm big time on YouTube. But thanks for watching this video, and I will catch you guys later. Have a good week.